More about this guy, the guy who took a very risky ride on the hood of a car and on the highway. The woman behind the wheel is finally talking about it. Let's go to 7's Andrew Scheinthal, live in Lauderdale Lakes, where this whole craziness started. Andrew?
Yeah, it all started at the apartment complex just behind me. That's where Patricia Isidore says she was getting in the car and was headed out to pick up her daughter. She then says her ex-boyfriend jumped on the hood of the vehicle and wouldn't let go.
That guy's a psycho. He just won't leave me alone. That's the ex-boyfriend that just won't leave me alone.
That's Patricia Isidore talking about her ex-boyfriend, Junior Francis, seen here clinging onto the hood of a car for dear life in this viral video.
I feel like he put himself in danger. I didn't put him in danger. Get off of my car! Get off!
This happened this past Sunday when Isidore says her ex-boyfriend didn't want her to leave their Lauderhill apartment to pick up her daughter.
I had to go get my child, so I wasn't going to deal with any foolishness. Like, he had plenty of times to get off the car. He didn't want to stop.
So she took off, even filming the wild ride from inside the car. Isidore heading south on 95 and even thinking to herself, this was beyond bizarre.
When I was on the 95, I thought like, hey, this is crazy or whatever. So I actually pulled over to Ives Dairy and tried to stop the car, and he still didn't want to get off.
Eventually, her ex-boyfriend did get in the car, and they ended up here at Southwest 39th Street and 32nd Boulevard in West Park. That's where Isidore was placed into cuffs and taken to jail. Her arrest caught on video on this home surveillance footage. She says the two of them had a rocky relationship and is trying to file a restraining order against him, despite the fact she says he still lives in her home. Now she's hoping people will listen to her side of the story. She believes she had no choice other than to hit the gas.
He was threatening me, so I was scared. So of course I wasn't going to stop and let him get in the car.
So we asked Isidore why she didn't just call the police when her ex-boyfriend jumped on the hood of the car and wouldn't get off. She says she believes they wouldn't have come. That's why she hit the gas instead.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now, this video right here comes out of West Park, Florida, where we have a crazy couple, a very crazy couple. And you know, like when some of us was young, we used to love to get into it with our girlfriends, boyfriends, depends on your preference, whatever you do. But anyway, I remember when I was young, I used to look forward to arguing with my ex. You know, it wasn't nothing to argue and then do all kinds of things, just like a young couple should, you know, in your early 20s and your late teens, if you will. But if you're over the age of 30 or 40, 50 years old, you still, and even 60, some of y'all, if you over those ages and you're still fighting, you need to check yourself, because sometimes people think acting stupid and doing crazy things is fun. It's like they get a good laugh out of it. Like this couple right here, for instance. Now, driving down I-95 in Florida, and you know how I-95 is for all my peeps down there in the Florida area. You know it's very busy. I mean, one of the most busiest interstates in the country, if you will. So why would a guy be hanging off the hood of his girlfriend's car? Basically because she says that she want to go pick up her daughter, which is a good thing. Okay, she's trying to be a good mom, but at the same time, why sit up here and rile this guy up, and you saying that he doesn't want you to leave, but at the same time, you're a grown woman. This is America. You can go where you want to go, supposedly. But why not just leave? Why sit up in here and entertain this type of mess? Then to come to find out they have a child together, that the child is both of theirs and not just hers, and he's the stepdad. No, it's both of their child. And then also the fact that they still live together. And you have couples like that. They'll fight and they'll be right back together. And you notice if you try to come talk to those couple and tell them, look, this is what y'all need to do, they get mad at you. You know, like, well, you don't tell us what to do. You can't control our relationships. Those type of things. So when I see stories like this, you know, it gives me a good chuckle. It makes me reminiscent, and I'm glad, you know, that I have outgrown that, because you got people who's way older than me. You know, not to say I'm old by a long shot, but you have people who's older than me who still get down like this and who still like to argue and play games like that. I mean, it comes a point you must grow out that mess. I mean, you should, because if you're not, that says a lot about you. You haven't matured at all. But some folks find this very amusing, very entertaining. Me, I find it very stupid. So what I'm going to do is read a snippet from this story, and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely, as we go. Oh, she's mad. Man trapped on car hood driving down I-95. I-95 now. West Park, Florida. There was a lot of speculation regarding why and how this man ended up on the hood of a Mercedes-Benz, going over 70 miles per hour. Now, they speak out. On Monday, June 25th, the internet was in awe when video surfaced of a man essentially clinging for his life via the hood of a car. According to the Miami Herald, he was on Interstate 95 as the vehicle traveled south from Broward to Miami-Dade. The source says Daniel Mida, captured the incident on Sunday evening while traveling alongside the seemingly renegade vehicle. And while several people drew their own conclusions about why anyone would be in such a situation, the full picture has come to light, and I'm glad it did finally come to light. The Miami Herald notes that both the driver, 24-year-old Patricia Isidore, and the man, Junior Francis, are talking. And you know a man named Junior Francis. If his name Junior, he's not he's not being too manly with a name named Junior, for those who get that also, because I mean, it comes a point. But if you look at him, he look like he messing. You look at her, she like she messing too. I mean, let's be for real. It like they both love drama. You can tell the type. You just look at their face and see they like that stupid stuff. They like fighting, and no matter what you say or what you do, these people 9 times out of 10, unless they hurt each other or unless they just grow out of it, you can't change them. That's just who they is. Some folks just like drama in their relationship. Now, according to the source, Isidore was arrested in West Park shortly after the terrifying ride ended. The source says, however, that she bonded out. That's when she let sources know Francis is her ex-boyfriend. So I guess ex-boyfriend. But if he's your ex-boyfriend, explain this. Yet the two still live together and share a 5-year-old daughter. If he's your ex-boyfriend, why is he still living with you then? It sounds like he's still your boyfriend or your live-in lover, if you will. Or, you know, just like the term some people don't like to hear no more, your baby daddy. So you let me know what it is. I mean, do you all still have something going on? Is you all still fooling around? Because why would he live with you in your house? I mean, he can't afford his own place to stay. Is he employed anywhere? What is going on with it? Well, he cannot move on since that's your ex-boyfriend. But I find it very strange and very funny that you all still live together. I don't understand it. That's just like if you break up with your girlfriend or boyfriend or get a divorce from your husband or wife, but yet it's still you all still live together. If that's the case, you just might as well be together, because when I'm done, I'm done. I don't want to see you no more. Let's continue. Isidore stated that early in the day she needed to go pick up her daughter, but Francis didn't want her to take the car, a Mercedes-Benz sedan, as will be seen in the video below. You know, she basically driving the car and everything. So why didn't he want her to take the Benz out? You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to pull the whip out. I had to go get my child. I wasn't going to deal with any foolishness, she said. She even mentioned that Francis tried to jump on the hood to prevent her from leaving. Yet, contrary to his plan, it didn't work out too well. And this guy just don't know. He could have lost his life on that interstate driving, you know what I'm saying, trying to hold on to the hood of this car while this woman drive down the interstate at a very fast pace, you know, because it's not like you can go 30 miles, 40 miles per hour. You're going to end up making somebody else wreck that's coming behind you going about 70 or 80. So that right there is a huge problem also. But you have to be one crazy person. Just like that song Brown McKnight said. What's the name of it? Yeah, Crazy Love. This is some crazy love, and I don't want no crazy love. If a woman got something like that, a cookie or whatever, you know, to make me go crazy like that and jump on hood of cars and stuff. Matter of fact, I'm not jumping on the hood of none of my cars. You feel me? But at the same time, what is wrong with people where people have to resort to this type of action? Like that's going to prove something to somebody. This is a sign of immaturity, because a mature person would be like, man, you know what? Go and pick up your child. You should want them to go pick up the child. But evidently they was in there going back and forth fighting, and you know how the person leave. Like I'm telling you something how to make somebody really mad in a relationship, and they might do some mess like this. If you argue with them, whether they started or you argued, or whether you started, and you walk off, you jump in your vehicle and you leave, and all of a sudden they feeling played. They might just jump on the hood of your car. So that I can probably see him doing it because of that, but I still wouldn't do it. But that's probably what happened. They was in there arguing, and then she decided to leave. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gone, get my daughter, whatever. Oh, no, you're not. So he run outside, jump on the hood of the car. Let's continue. Now, he had plenty of times to get off the car, Isidore told the source. He didn't want to stop. And also, she said that he had time to get off the car and that he was on the phone with the police and everything later on that you will see. Why didn't you just drive to the police station then if it's so over? And if he's your ex-boyfriend, why is he still living with you? This is a sign of two people that's very crazy. And two people like that, either they gonna kill each other or they gonna be in love forever or whatever. But like I said, this is that crazy love. This is the kind of love that you don't want. Now, according to the Herald, Francis told sources he also wanted to use the car that day. So impulsively, he jumped on the hood to try to get a different outcome. So, is you going to use the car that day more important than her picking up her child? See, somebody's lying in this situation right here. And also, if you want to use the car, why can't you just go pick up the child yourself and go do whatever you have to do in the car, and she can stay home? So evidently it was an argument over a damn car. You know what I'm saying? Like they driving around. It's a nice Mercedes being the way it look, but damn, you know what I'm saying? It's not like Ace Hood said, you know what I'm saying, a Bugatti. So I don't know what the hell they fighting over a Mercedes for, but it's a nice little ride. But still though, that would have been the best way to do it. If you want to have something to go do, if you had some plan to go do, I'm talking about the guy, okay, you can go pick up the little girl yourself. It's your child also. It's not like you just a side dude or what they quote unquote the baby daddy or whatever. So why not go take care of your business and go pick up the child at the same time? But this is what happened when you're dealing with people who are very messy and very immature. All this is a result of immaturity. Let's continue. Now, she turned the engine on, dropped it in the reverse, and turned, Francis said. That's when things took a turn, and they damn sure took a turn for the worse. In the video, you see Francis clinging onto a windshield wiper with one hand and holding his cell phone to his ear with the other hand. And I don't know how in the hell he must got some damn, a grip like a damn python. You know what I'm saying? He must got vice grips in his damn hand, because there's no way he could hold onto that hood going that fast and be on the phone with 5-0 with the popo at the same time. I wouldn't know what the hell to do if that was me. But first of all, I wouldn't be on the damn hood because my carpal tunnel been unlocked up on me and stuff, you know, and I've been just had to let go, probably got ran over by 18-wheeler, so that wouldn't have worked for me anyway. If you got carpal tunnel, I'm talking to my people out there, whether you're young or old, that's inflammation in your wrist where it causes you to lose balance. It causes you to drop things. It's actually real painful. It's in your tendons and your muscle. If you have that, take my advice. Don't go jump on the hood of no car, because soon as they get over 50 miles per hour and they turn a corner, your hand gonna lock up and that's it. You know, you might not make it. You might slide right up on the 18-wheeler. Let's continue. Now, the sources says Francis was actually talking to cops while on the hood of the vehicle. Eventually, Isidore finally exited the highway. She told the source as follows. When I was on 95, I thought like, hey, this is crazy or whatever. I actually pulled over to Ives Dairy and tried to stop the car, and he still didn't want to get off. So if you thought that was crazy, you didn't think that was crazy the whole time you all arguing? See, he could have lost his life. You could have lost your life also. Because what if somebody would claim from your blind spot, you trying to get over, next thing you know, the vehicle flipped? That's what can happen. I mean, you all both playing a dumb game, and neither one of you all is thinking about your daughter, because true enough, you was on your way to go get your daughter, but you're not thinking about your daughter because guess what? The daddy is on the damn hood acting a damn fool. So this goes back to what I said from the beginning. This that crazy love, that immature love. And you have people who's in their 40s act like this. You have people in their 30s that act like this. You have people in their 50s, 60s act like this and think that's funny. That shit is not cute. It is not funny. But let's go and wrap this up. Now, reportedly, Francis got back in the car. However, Isidore was soon pulled over by the police in West Park. And West Park police do not play. She was arrested and charged with culpable negligence and exposure to harm. Needless to say, she says she intends to file a restraining order against Francis. Pause. Time out. Flag on the field. How can you do that when you all stay together? So you're going to have to get them out your place first. And why would you have your ex-boyfriend staying with you if you say that's your ex? See, somebody's lying. I don't think that's your ex. You feel me? Matter of fact, I know that's not your ex, because if that was your ex mean what? Pass. I'm not, you know. So why would he still be in the place? No, that's your boyfriend. That's your man until he get up out of there. Now, although he lives to see another day, Francis said he is still traumatized by the experience. I bet he is. He probably shit it all on himself when he was on the hood of that car. Now, he said he felt like Isidore was really trying to kill him at that time. That let you know, Francis, Isidore is not playing with you. Either, you know what I'm saying, y'all gonna get it on, or y'all gonna move on. You feel me? One way or the other. If you can't get along and you can't move on, you got to separate, or you're going to have to get it on. And I mean with the pause. Somebody going to end up getting hurt. So when you in a relationship and it resorts to this type of behavior, number one, that's not love, no matter what you think it is. But see, to a person that's immature and ain't never been through nothing and don't have any life experiences, you all think that's fun and game, but you will find out soon enough, you know, if you survive, that this is nothing to play with. You feel me? Now, I don't know the intricate details of their relationship, but the only thing I know is this, is that when you have a child involved, a 5-year-old little girl that need her mom and her dad, you parents have to be more mature than this right here, because this doesn't make no sense. The dad could have lost his life. The mom could have lost their life. They both could have lost their life at the same time. You know, he's all spread it out over the windshield, the hood of the damn car, over the fact that he wanted to use the car today. But it's deeper than that. These are the type of couples that love to fight and argue. You know, I've been there before. You know, hell, make a long story short, I remember when my ex had just got back from church, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, I got more than one ex now. I ain't just been in one relationship, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no square like that. Your boy got around like Tupac back in the day. But anyway, now my ex, when she got back from church and stuff, make a long story short, she wasn't even home 15 minutes yet. Been in church 2 hours. She come back, start arguing with me because I want to go out of town and everything ball. You feel me? Because she got to being boring. So I'm like, well, okay, I'm finna leave and go do this with my brothers and stuff. We finna go swimming. We finna go do all this, barbecue, whatever. She got mad at me and tried to jump on me and stuff. So believe me, trust me, you know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Sometimes it's just best to let people go, because if you can go to church and come back and argue with somebody and try to jump on them and you the woman, something is wrong. You feel me? So when it gets to that point, the relationship is pretty much null and void. It's over with. And then what you all do, instead of letting each other go because it's something that you're used to, you sit up here and hurt each other even more instead of just saying, you know what, we're not getting nowhere. And in this case, you have a child together. In me and her case, we didn't have no children together, thank God. But at the same time, you know, if it's a child involved, somebody has to be mature. Let me know what you all think about this video. And to Junior, Francis, and Isidore, you all need to get your shit together. You need to get your lives together and just come together for the child, for the betterment of the child. You know, you all have to live together. And if he can't find him a place, he need to go get him a job. He need to get on his feet, first of all. Because if that's your ex, he shouldn't be in there with you. You know, that don't have anything with him being a dad to his child. You still can be a dad to your child without being with the woman. But let me know what you all think. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video with your friends and family and relatives and associates who refuse to let go of the past. Sometimes you gotta let go. You know, out with the fake, in with the real. I'm out.